In the age of darkness, the Kali Yuga, when faith was tested by materialism and confusion, the preserver of the cosmos, Lord Vishnu, saw the suffering of his devotees. He knew he had to intervene. A celestial, blinding light descended slowly, not as a thunderbolt, but as a calming golden presence. Settling upon the highest peak of the vast, rugged Venkatam Hills, the earth trembled not with fear, but with reverence. From this light a figure emerged, serene and utterly luminous. It was Lord Venkateswara, adorned with rich gold and diamonds, his form radiating pure compassion. His eyes held the depth of the universe, offering immediate shelter. He had descended as Sri Venkateswara, the Lord of the Seven Hills, a standing promise of protection for all who are righteous. His very presence consecrated the mountain, transforming it into a spiritual refuge for all of mankind. In a simple, sun-drenched village at the foothills lived a humble man. His hands were rough from honest toil, and his small mud-walled hut held few possessions. But inside, on a small platform, sat a handcrafted clay idol of Venkateswara, the center of his world. Every day, he performed his simple puja. He didn't have gold or rich offerings, only a handful of rice and a few wildflowers. He would close his eyes, his heart filled with the quiet joy of pure devotion, and whisper, "Govinda, Govinda, my refuge, my strength. Though my possessions are few, my heart is eternally yours. Let my suffering be a service to your name." This man's devotion was a pure, unwavering flame, a faith that needed no grandeur, only a deep connection to the divine. But the laws of karma are absolute. The cosmic clock turned, and it was time for the devotee to face the consequences of his past deeds. Lord Shani, the great dispenser of universal justice, the stern and impartial ruler of Saturn, fixed his gaze upon the earth. His duty was to govern the weight of all actions, and the devotee's time had come. His Sade Sati, a challenging period of 7.5 years, began. A severe monsoon suddenly ruined the devotee's small crop, wiping out his livelihood. A persistent cough racked his body, leaving him weak and frail. The single lamp in his hut flickered and died, plunging him into darkness, symbolizing a loss of hope. The world around him turned cold and heavy, tinged with an unforgiving energy. Yet, through every trial, through every moment of despair, he returned to his small clay idol. His hands would shake, but his devotion remained as steady as the mountain above. Lord Shani, observing from the cosmos, spoke with a voice that echoed with the weight of destiny. The laws must be served. Purity comes only through the fire of suffering. Your faith will be tested to its absolute limit. The devotee's spirit, however, remained unbroken. Frustrated by this unwavering faith, Shani decided to make a final aggressive move. He channeled his immense power, a visible sphere of dark cosmic energy, and hurled it directly towards the devotee's life path. As he did, his voice boomed with arrogance, challenging the very heavens. "I am the administrator of cosmic fate. No grace can stand against the decree of karma. The law is absolute." The dark energy sphere hurtled towards the devotee's humble hut. But as it entered the sacred aura of the Venkatam Hills, it struck an invisible barrier. The very peak of the hill began to glow with an intense divine light. The atmosphere became violently electric. The immense cold shadow of Saturn's power clashed against a searing white gold light that erupted from the peak. In that instant, Lord Venkateswara materialized on the highest crag. His form was no longer just serene, was now blazing with divine righteous fury. He stood immense and protective, a divine guardian shielding his devotee. His voice, commanding and resonant, shook the cosmos. "O son of Surya, you administer the law, but I am the source of all law. My devotee has surrendered his all to me. His devotion is his shield. You shall not trespass the sanctuary of my grace." The sheer force of Vishnu's presence was overwhelming. The dark shadow of Shani's power dissipated instantly. Humbled and struck by the blinding cosmic power of the Supreme Lord, Shani, the great judge, fell prostrate. His immense form was reduced to that of a humble supplicant. "Forgive me, Lord of the Universe," he pleaded, his voice filled with regret. "I realize my trespass. Your compassion is greater than the severity of my justice." Lord Venkateswara's expression softened. With a gentle, glowing hand, he uplifted the repentant Shani. The environment shifted back to a luminous, golden peace. "Arise, Shani," the Lord said mercifully. "Your duty is sacred and necessary. But now, make me a vow for the benefit of all mortals." Seeking to atone, Shani made a solemn promise. "O Lord, grant me this boon on the Saturdays of Purattasi, the sacred month of your descent to these hills. I shall withdraw my most malefic gaze. Any devotee who worships you with sincerity, with fasting and penance on these Saturdays, shall receive your boundless blessings and my minimized affliction." Lord Venkateswara smiled and gave his divine consent. "So be it. Let the Saturdays of Purattasi be eternally consecrated. Let all those who seek refuge in the Lord of the Seven Hills find peace from the weight of destiny." And so, Purattasi Sani became a sacred promise, a time when the sternest judge of karma yields to the highest compassion of the Lord. It is a time for us to purify our body and soul and to bask in the boundless grace of Lord Venkateswara. It is a testament that true devotion is the ultimate shield against life's greatest challenges. In the end, the devotee is seen in his hut, now at peace. He lights a mavilaku, a special lamp made of rice flour and ghee. Its flame burns steady and bright, a perfect symbol of Vishnu's divine light dispelling the shadows of all hardship. Thank you so much for joining us on this divine journey. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more stories of faith and devotion. Govinda.